welcome. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melissa and I'm so glad that you stopped by today. If you enjoy organizing, cooking, cleaning, product reviews, menu planning, plan with me, decorating, grocery hauls, and everything in between, then this is definitely the channel for you. So I would love for you to just hit that subscribe button and join our intentional community here on YouTube. So today we are starting in zone 5 of our zone cleaning, and that is our master bedrooms and our master closets. And quite honestly, friends, things are about to get really real. I have a whole entire closet full of clothes and shoes and accessories, and quite honestly, I might wear a fourth of what is currently in this space. And I don't like it. I don't like the feeling of just hoarding things. I don't like the feeling of, just taking up space with stuff that could benefit or help someone else. And so when we first moved into this house, it was more or less, kind of like other areas of the home that I've shared with you. It was kind of just survival mode. You hurry, you get in, you get things unpacked and out of boxes, and then you start to plan your space after that. And so that's what I'm doing today. Another thing that I am really interested in doing that also goes right along with my master closet. I'm not doing it today, but it will be another video. But I really want to adopt a capsule wardrobe. I feel like it would save me money. I feel like it would save me space. I feel like I could actually walk in my closet and know that pretty much everything that I own goes together and that it has a purpose and that I actually really like it. Because right now I can look over here, beside me, behind me, and there's tons of stuff that I haven't worn in 2 years, but yet for whatever reason, I just haven't let it go. So the first thing that I'm going to tackle before taking on the capsule wardrobe is just going through, pulling out everything in this space that I do not love, I do not wear, and then from there we can start to adopt the capsule wardrobe. So I hope you'll join me this week as we tackle zone 5 and get our master bedrooms to a place of peace. So first off, I just kind of want to give you a kind of a visual of what my closet looks like. Up above is where I keep all of my purses, well, most of them, because I have more than I need right now. And so some of them are on the floor at the moment because I don't have the space up there, which means that I need to make some decisions of what stays and what goes. Right here is just a circus of everything. I had originally purchased, let me just show you here. So I originally purchased these multiple hangers, I don't even really know what you call it, for my pants, thinking that I would really like them just for, space conservation. I absolutely hate them because if you see here, you have to weed under whatever pants are on the top up here to get to what's down here, and then you have to pull these out to put them back in, and it's an absolute nightmare. So I hate that. So I am getting rid of those because, as you can see, I just resorted to putting them on these plastic hangers. I have a lot of different hangers in here, which also drives me insane. So over here, you will see that I purchased some new hangers off of Amazon, and I'll put that link down below. They're actually kind of a cream color with gold hardware, so I'm really excited to put those in here because then I'll have everything on the same hanger. So this is just a combination of everything. There's sweaters, there's short sleeve shirts, tons of stuff that never even comes off of a hanger. So we are gonna go through that. And down here on the bottom, again, you'll see a purse, which that shouldn't be there. This purse shouldn't be there, but there's no room up above because I have things there that I don't even use. Over here I have my vests, and then jackets, and then my scarves, and then more hangers that are not even being used. Over here on this side of the wall, I have my like crossbody purses. These I actually use, and what I did was just, you know, put a 3M hook up on the wall and staggered them. That way they would just kind of all hang in a way that they weren't, you know, laying on top of each other. Don't mind my vacuum. We will be using that in a minute. And then over here is where I have all of my shoes. Most of these shoes I do wear. Now, as you can see, some of the bins do not have pictures on them, so I need to take pictures of those, and that way I can get them printed off at Target and then go ahead and slide those in. But that's just an easy way for me to see exactly what shoe is in there, and it's a way to stack my shoes in a way that can conserve me space as well as protect my shoes at the same time. And then there is my steamer that I absolutely love. I will link that down below as well. And then down here on the bottom is where I keep my shoes that are not currently in season. So those are all of my like sandals and you know, open-toed dress shoes. And then in here is again an array of things that never get touched that, you know, I just continue to hold on to for whatever ridiculous reason. So I need to go through these things and remove everything that I am not currently loving or using. Down here, same situation, friends. Tons and tons of things that don't ever get touched. This side of the closet, there are more clothes and more clothes, more shoes, more boots, and more clothes. And then up above, sandals, and I think that's my ski stuff up there that I don't use. So my whole vision for this space, and I have this window closed because it just brings in way too much light, and I want you guys to be able to see, but my plan for this space is in this section right here, I would like to have my summer clothes. And then down below, I would like to have my, you know, dress clothes that I wear to church, or if I have to go to a function for my husband's work, things like that. Again, all following along with the capsule wardrobe. And then over here, any long dresses that won't fit down below on the other side. And then, you know, any jackets, coats, long coats, that type of thing. And then on this side, I would like to have my winter clothes up top, like all of my vests or shirts, sweaters, things like that. And then down below, I'd like to have my pants, like jeans and that type of thing. So we'll see how that works out. You know, I might kind of change things up a little bit as I go, just depending on how things start to work out. But let's start to tackle this beast. So here is my first pile that I need to go through. And what I'm going to do is just make a pile of things that I'm going to keep, things that I'm going to sell, and things that I'm going to donate. I don't know that I'm going to have a lot of things in here that I'm going to sell, you know, maybe some of my coats and things, but probably not many of my clothes. So I'm looking at these pants, and I love the pants, I love the color. But if I am being honest with myself, every single time that I wear these pants, I end up pulling them up constantly throughout the day. And friends, you all know it, crack kills. I'm a mom, we don't need that. So if I'm being honest with myself, these have to go. Puffer vests or whatever you want to call them. And even though I do like them all as I sit here and look at them, I don't wear them all. And so I'm just going to pick out the ones that, you know, would go with most of the things that I just took out of the other pile to keep. That way everything that I have in there can pretty much all be, you know, matched together to make an outfit, whereas this right here, even though I liked it on the rack, it just doesn't go with a lot of stuff. I mean, it just doesn't. I don't need to make excuses for it. It just doesn't. So this needs to go into the donate pile. And then this one right here, I like, but I mean, I haven't worn it. So there's just no sense of holding on. And this right here, I don't need 2 jean jackets. And this is the one that I wear the least amount of time. I feel like the other jean jacket that I have right here beside me is pretty universal. I can wear it with dresses to kind of dress down a dress. I can wear it with, you know, colored pants, leggings, whatever, and this just seems to be the better choice between the two. So I feel like these 2 puffer vests right here are the ones that would most likely go with the things that I kept out. And I'm gonna put these kind of sturdier hangers on them. I already went through the other scarves a couple of weeks ago, so I don't really need to do that again. I like them both. This one is actually softer to the touch. However, this one, the colors are just a little bit more subtle. This is kind of more of a reddish wine color, whereas this is more Christmas red. So I just feel like this is just going to be a little bit more in the neutral family that I want to try to stick with. And then these last 3 vests, you know, I had good intention, but I don't plan on going on any, you know, safaris anytime soon. And I just kind of feel like that's what they make me feel like when I'm wearing them. And so we are going to send those to ThredUp. And this jean vest I feel would not be appropriate unless I had a pair of jellies to put with it. when it comes to my jewelry, the way that I hang my necklaces so that I can see what I have and use what I have is I just got these little clear hooks right here, and they're just the 3M little hooks, and I just measured them out and put them up here on my wall, and that way I can see everything that I have. And the whole idea is to use what I have. However, there are things on here that I am not using, and therefore that stuff I will pull out. But I have kind of made a thing whereas I have decided to only have as many necklaces as I have hooks. So this way I'm not, you know, just hoarding a bunch of things, not using a bunch of things. And so every time that I bring something new in, then it's my goal to take something old out. I'm gonna go ahead and take a couple of these out because I actually purchased a couple new ones. And that way I am staying within the limits that I have given myself. As you can see, I got rid of a ton of stuff, and it's just a perfect example of how stuff does not bring happiness. You know, I had a ton of clothes in here that I never ever wore, and it wasn't bringing me happiness, it wasn't bringing me peace. And now everything that is in this closet I love. I love the way that I feel when I wear it, and it just brings me just a huge sense of peace knowing that this place is not just absolutely cluttered with just a bunch of stuff, because that's all that it is just stuff. For now, these are the things that I kept as far as my winter and fall shirts and sweaters. And then down here on the bottom, like I said, I was really kind of, you know, finding myself being more drawn to the grays and the blacks and whites. And so I just kept a pair of gray pants, a pair of black pants. These are leggings. I've got 2 pairs of jeans plus the ones that I'm currently wearing. And then these are just long, they're not really bell bottom, but they're just kind of straighter legged. They're not skinny jeans. And then I kept 2 vests and my jean jacket. This bag right here, I just recently purchased, but it's too tall to fit up above. So I just hung it on a hanger. That way it's not, you know, laying on the bottom of my closet. And then there are my slippers. Again, here are my crossbody bags. I wear these a lot, like if I'm on a field trip or, you know, traveling and don't want a huge bag to carry around when we're walking. And then up here in this drawer, these are more of my kind of summer exercise clothes. And then I ended up keeping 3 bags up there. And then these are the shoes that I kept. Some are for church, some are just, you know, tennis shoes. Some are just, you know, dressier shoes. Like if I want to wear them with slacks or something. And then just kind of some chunk heels. And then boots. And then once I get these pictures developed, then I'll just go ahead and stick them on just like that. I just put them right on the inside of the buckets and just tape both sides, and it's as easy as that. And then I can just look at them all and know exactly what I have, and it's not, you know, they're not all just like laying on the bottom of an area such as that. And this I significantly weeded out just because I wasn't using it. I don't wear a ton of jewelry myself, and so it was just taking space and just adding extra clutter to my life. So I kept a couple of these handbags here, clutches rather, that I use when we go to different events and things where I don't need a purse. This I travel with. It's actually one of those bags that has a charger inside, and so I put that in my computer bag when we travel. This right here holds all of my cords and things when we travel. And then this black bag right here, I like to switch out my Apple Watch bands quite often. And so instead of keeping all of the bands in here, because for one thing, the longer part wouldn't fit, I just kept the shorter part, and then that way I can look in here and see what I have. And then the longer side is actually in that bag right there. So just kind of eliminates a little bit of the clutter. And then I just kept these because I like those in the summertime. They're just kind of fun. This I wear quite a bit. And then these right here are just my little, I don't know, inspiration bracelets, I guess you can call them. And then these here are also just little inspirational quotes. I don't know if that's going to focus for me or not. Not really. And just a couple rings over here, and then kind of my charm necklace. And then my phone cases. I told you that I like switching those out quite often, and so these are ones that I plan to use come summer. Then I weeded this out as well. So these are just kind of spare pairs of pantyhose. These are the belts that I wear, some with pants, some with dresses, and then just pantyhose over here and skirts. And then in this little bag right here, if I can get it open with one hand, here I just keep heel protectors, you know, like the little grip things that go on the bottom of your shoes so you don't fall and break a leg. Down here are the boots that I kept, and what I like to do to just keep the shape of my boots is I take the pool noodles at the end of summer and I just cut them in half and I stick them in my boots, and it helps them to stand up straight in my closet. That way they're not all laying on each other, and it just helps them hold their shape as well. And then right in that little bucket is just my steamer. And then again, I weeded out a ton of stuff up here as well. So I just kept, you know, a few sleeveless dresses that some I wear in the summertime, some I can wear in the winter with a sweater, and then some longer sleeved dresses up there, and then my robe. And then I just kept my wool coat for, you know, wearing with dresses in the wintertime or dress pants. And then kind of a rain jacket right here. And then these two are just jackets that I can wear with, you know, jeans or whatever. And then my black leather jacket. And over here is where my summer and spring clothes are. And there's not a lot there right now just because there was a ton of stuff that I did not wear last summer, and so there was no sense of keeping it through this summer. So I just kept a few pairs of shorts, got a skirt, a couple pairs of slacks, some kind of mauvey, pinky colored skinny jeans, a tank top, a couple short sleeve shirts, just kind of some little silk blouses, And then just some kind of longer sleeved shirts with a couple really light sweaters. And then lastly on the bottom, this is just where my more dressy clothes are that I wear to church or to different events. Here I've got just 3 pairs of dress pants. So I've got kind of a tannish brown, blue, and then black. And then a few skirts, couple blouses, and a sweater, black dressier shirt, and then just a gray blazer, and then just a few extra hangers for anything that you know, I add into my wardrobe. Are my necklaces that I kept. I wear a whole lot more necklaces than I wear bracelets or anything like that, but like I said when I was going through these, I've allowed myself this many, and so as I take some out, you know, I can put more back in or vice versa, but I just really don't ever want to go above this number because I just don't feel like it's necessary for myself. So this is my exercise drawer where I keep all of my exercise clothes. And as you can see, I have pared it down quite a bit from what it was when I first opened the drawer. And honestly, nobody needs that many exercise clothes unless you are just going 2 to 3 weeks at a time without doing laundry. So what I did was I just made sure that pretty much everything in this drawer matches each other and I can wear it together, or at least, you know, a couple things together. And that way I don't have to worry about having, you know, a bunch of different outfits that only go with each other. I can basically come in here, pick any of these things, and I know that I'm going to have something that is going to go together, but I don't have just a drawer full of just a bunch of things. You guys enjoyed this video today. I hope that it was really helpful for you just to kind of get an idea of how I organize my space and how I declutter my space. If you liked the video, then please give it a thumbs up down below. And if you're not yet a member of our community here on YouTube, then please click that subscribe button and join us here. We would absolutely love to have you. And until next time, friends, I just challenge you to intentionally create a life that you absolutely love living and won't need a vacation from. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.